Hello, in today's video, I'll show you how the mop washing works on ROBOROCK Saros Z70. Before I show you how to trigger it from the app and explain when it automatically happens, let's talk about how it works. So it works by the whole robot returning to its station and then spraying water optionally with the cleaning detergent, which can be filled into the station. And it just cleans it, and it can do it during tasks. So like if it cleans a larger area, during cleaning of that area, it'll return to the station, wash them up, and then continue. And it also always happens after a mopping task, after the mopping task is finished. And then after cleaning it, finally at the last time, it starts drying it to prevent mold and to prevent any smells. So it'll just like heat up the mop pads, and they will be dried. Now let's see how to set it up. So I'll go to my ROBOROCK app, and then there is my app, as you can see. And first of all, it's going to be the frequency of mop washing during tasks. So if you start a task, then, before starting it, you will be able to see vacuum and mop or mop. And these two things, of course, use the mop. So you can go to more cleaning settings, and then you will be able to find this thing, automatic remopping. This is the thing that you can enable, and it will automatically, like if it detects a dirty area during mopping, the robot will return to the dock for mop washing, and then double mop after, which is great. And now let's go to the settings in the top right corner, because there we'll be able to find other settings. So, sorry, I'll need to find it. Okay, there it is. In the settings, if you go to dock settings, you'll find three different things about mop washing, and then you'll also find drying things. So I'll just talk about everything. Mop washing frequency is basically can be set to either by time. So after some certain time of cleaning elapses, by default it's 20 minutes. It is going to return to the station and just wash them up every time. You can also do it to by room, and then it'll just return to the station to wash them up after finishing a certain room. So when it finishes the bathroom, it'll clean them up. When it finishes the kitchen, it'll clean them up as well, and so on. But it just depends on which option you prefer, and also how big your rooms are. If they're very big, I would recommend to set it by time, but if they are not too big, you can set it to by room. Then the washing mode, it can be set to, you can change the water volume for mop washing to smart, which will automatically adjust it, light, balanced, or deep. And you can change the temperature to room temperature, warm water, or hot water. The hotter it'll be, the better cleaning results there will be. But if you set it to room temperature or warm water, it's going to use less electricity. Then cleaning solution filling can be set to none if you don't want to use the cleaning solution. Standard if you do want to use it, or high volume if you want to use it a bit more. Remember to refill the cleaning solution when needed. Then drying method can be set to manually start drying, so it won't start, and you'll need to manually trigger it. In a moment, I'll show you how to trigger mop washing and mop drying. You can also set it to auto drying, so after mop washing, it will It will do it after the final mop washing, and scheduled drying, which will just do it at scheduled times. Then duration of mop washing can be set to eco, standard, or deep. Remember that the deep is suitable for East Asian rainy season, continuous humid weather in southern China and other areas on the coast. So make sure that you set the deep one if your air is humid. Now, the last thing is manual triggering. And to do it, once your robot is docked, you can click on dock button and then either start washing with the wash button or start drying with the dry button. And that's it. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.